The story of Black Dahlia is one that has captivated audiences for generations. With a name that conjures images of mystery and unanswered questions, she remains a subject of fascination and speculation. People are drawn to her tale not just for the tragic and unresolved aspects, but for the human story that lies beneath the layers of myth. This blog post aims to dive into who she was, the life she led, and the various elements that have made her an enduring figure in history and popular culture. By exploring different facets of her life and the era she lived in, we hope to offer a comprehensive look at the facts and fictions that surround Black Dahlia. Historical context. To understand Black Dahlia, it's essential to consider the historical context of her era. America in the mid-20th century was a nation in transition, characterized by rapid post-war economic growth and a changing social landscape. The cultural environment was vibrant yet complex, with new forms of media and entertainment gaining prominence while traditional norms were increasingly questioned. During this period, the United States was also experiencing significant advancements in technology and industry, which contributed to both societal optimism and underlying tensions. The juxtaposition of newfound prosperity and lingering issues of inequality created a dynamic backdrop for many individuals, including Black Dahlia. The era was also marked by a heightened public fascination with crime stories, partly due to the rise of sensationalist journalism. Newspapers and magazines competed fiercely for readership, often using lurid headlines and graphic details to captivate the public's attention. This media climate played a significant role in shaping how stories like Black Dahlia's were received and remembered. In addition to the media's influence, the period saw significant developments in forensic science, although it was still in its relative infancy. Investigative techniques that are now considered standard, such as DNA analysis and computerized databases, were not yet available. This made solving complex cases particularly challenging, as investigators relied more heavily on eyewitness accounts, physical evidence, and rudimentary lab tests. Socially, the mid-20th century was a time of evolving roles and expectations, especially for women. While there were increased opportunities for independence and self-expression, traditional gender norms continued to exert considerable pressure. This cultural tension is often reflected in the stories of women from this period, including Black Dahlia, whose life and death became a lens through which broader societal issues were examined. Understanding these various aspects of the time helps illuminate the environment in which Black Dahlia lived, offering a richer perspective on the forces that shaped her life and the enduring mystery that surrounds her story. Of the era. The period in which Black Dahlia's story unfolded was a time when investigative methods were far from the advanced techniques used today. Police relied heavily on physical evidence, eyewitness testimonies, and basic laboratory tests to piece together their cases. Modern technologies such as DNA profiling, computerized databases, and digital forensics were non-existent, making the process of solving crimes significantly more difficult. The societal climate also played a crucial role in how cases were approached and understood. The mid-20th century was marked by a fascination with crime stories, fueled by the rise of sensationalist journalism. Newspapers and magazines were in fierce competition for readership, often resorting to dramatic headlines and detailed descriptions to capture public interest. This media environment greatly influenced the public perception of crime, turning real-life cases into sensational narratives that gripped the nation. Additionally, law enforcement agencies of the time were often hampered by bureaucratic limitations and a lack of coordination. Communication between different police departments and agencies was not as streamlined as it is today, leading to delays and potential oversights in investigations. Resources were also more limited, affecting the depth and scope of investigative efforts. In the backdrop of these technological and institutional limitations, societal norms and expectations also impacted the way crimes were investigated and reported. Issues of gender, race, and class often colored both the investigation process and media portrayals, adding layers of complexity to how cases were perceived and remembered. Understanding these factors helps illuminate the significant obstacles faced by investigators working on Black Dahlia's case, providing context for the enduring intrigue and challenges associated with solving such a high-profile crime during that era. Significant events linked to her life. Black Dahlia's life was marked by a series of events that, though seemingly ordinary at the time, took on greater significance after her death. Her move to Los Angeles, a city known for its allure and dreams, was a pivotal moment. Seeking opportunities in the entertainment industry, she became part of a vibrant yet challenging world. One of the notable aspects of her life in Los Angeles was her involvement in the social scene. She attended various parties and gatherings, often mingling with individuals who would later become subjects of scrutiny. These social interactions have been analyzed extensively, with some speculating that they may have played a role in the mystery surrounding her fate. Her relationships, both personal and professional, have been a focal point of investigation and public curiosity. Letters, photographs, and testimonials have surfaced over the years, offering glimpses into her interactions and the dynamics of her social circles. These elements have contributed to the enduring fascination with her story, as each piece of information adds another layer to the complex puzzle of her life. The enigmatic case. The case of Black Dahlia has long been mired in confusion and myths, thanks in large part to sensationalist media coverage and the passage of time. Various theories have surfaced, ranging from plausible to outlandish, each attempting to explain the mysterious circumstances surrounding her life and untimely death. Many of these theories have been influenced by the cultural climate of mid-20th century America, which was rife with intrigue and a fascination with crime stories. One significant factor complicating the case is the lack of advanced forensic technologies available at the time. Unlike today, investigators in the mid-20th century had to rely on rudimentary methods for gathering and analyzing evidence. This often led to inconclusive results and a greater margin for error. The limited resources and bureaucratic hurdles faced by law enforcement agencies further hampered the investigation, allowing room for speculation and misinformation to flourish. The involvement of numerous suspects, each with their own motives and alibis, adds another layer of complexity to the case. Law enforcement explored various leads, but none provided definitive answers. This has only fueled further speculation, making the case a perpetual puzzle for true crime enthusiasts and researchers alike. Case details and crime specifics. Black Dahlia's case remains one of the most compelling mysteries in true crime history. The discovery of her body shocked the nation and led to an intense investigation that captivated the public. Her body was found in a vacant lot, and the condition in which it was discovered suggested a level of brutality that was both rare and horrifying. The crime scene provided limited physical evidence, complicating efforts to find definitive answers. One of the most puzzling aspects of the case was the precision with which the crime was carried out. Despite the brutality, there were indications of a methodical approach, leading some to believe that the perpetrator had a level of expertise in either medical or criminal practices. This theory, however, has never been conclusively proven, adding another layer of speculation to the mystery. Media coverage, both contemporary and modern, has often focused on the more sensational elements of the case, sometimes overshadowing the factual details. This has contributed to the myriad of myths and theories that surround Black Dahlia's story. Despite numerous investigations and extensive media scrutiny, the identity of her killer remains unknown, making this one of the most enduring unsolved cases in American history. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more historical breakdowns. Share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think is the most important lesson we should remember from the case of Black Dahlia? Until next time, stay curious, stay informed.